Welcome to Riahi Patents. Before launching a new product, most founders ask a familiar question. Can we patent this? When was it? But there is another question, often more important, that many overlook. If we launch this product, will we get sued? This is the question addressed by a freedom to operate or FTO analysis. In this video, we'll explain what freedom to operate really means, why owning a patent does not automatically give you the right to commercialize your invention, and how businesses use FTO analyses to manage legal and commercial risk. We'll walk through how an FTO search is conducted, how patent claims are analyzed, the different risk outcomes you may encounter, and the strategic options available if a blocking patent exists. Whether you're a founder preparing to launch, an executive managing innovation risk, or an investor evaluating an opportunity, understanding freedom to operate is essential. Let's begin. To understand FTO, you must first understand a counterintuitive fact about patent law. Owning a patent does not give you the legal right to use your invention. A patent is a shield, not a sword. It only gives you the right to stop others from making, using, or selling your invention. However, it is entirely possible to invent something new, get a patent for it, and still be unable to sell it because your invention relies on underlying technology patented by someone else. This brings us to a critical point. If blocking patents can prevent you from commercializing a product, even one you invented yourself, the obvious next question is, how do you identify those risks before you launch? That's exactly the role of a freedom to operate search and analysis. There are two phases, FTO search and analysis. First, the search. Unlike a standard patent search, which looks for anything similar to prove your idea is new, an FTO search is highly specific. Focus. It looks explicitly for enforced patents and pending applications in the countries where you plan to sell or manufacture. Scope. It may ignore expired patents or abandoned applications because you are free to use those. Jurisdiction. If you are manufacturing in China and selling in the USA, you need FTO searches for both China and the USA. The second step involves the analysis. The raw search results are handed to a patent attorney. They do not look at the pictures or the general description. They look at the claims, the numbered legal sentences at the end of a patent. Element by element analysis. The analyst breaks down the competitor's claim into a checklist of elements, e.g., element A, element B, element C comparison. They check if your product contains all those elements. If your product has A, B, and C, you are likely infringing. If your product has A and B but not C, you may be safe. After the analysis, the attorney will usually issue an opinion that categorizes your risk level, clear or low risk. No active patents were found that cover your product's features. You have freedom to operate. Medium risk. There are pending patent applications that might become a problem if they are granted with broad claims. You need to monitor them. High risk. A valid patent exists that covers your product. If you find a high-risk blocking patent, you have four options. 1. License. Pay the patent owner for the right to use the technology. 2. Design around. Change your product technically so it no longer matches the patent claims, e.g., remove element C. 3. Invalidate. Go to court or the patent office to prove the competitor's patent was granted in error and should be canceled. 4. Wait. Delay your launch until the competitor's patent expires. Freedom to operate is not about eliminating risk entirely. It's about knowing where the risks are before they become costly surprises. As we've seen, it's entirely possible to build something new, even obtain a patent, and still be blocked from commercialization by existing rights held by others. An FTO analysis helps companies navigate this reality deliberately before capital's committed, products are launched, or markets are entered. For startups, FTO is often a prerequisite for serious investment. For established firms, it's a core element of responsible innovation strategy. And in all cases, it is far less costly than litigation, injunctions, or forced redesigns after launch. If there's one takeaway from this video, it's this: innovation does not stop at invention. It continues through informed, strategic commercialization. Thank you for watching. And if you're considering launching a new product or entering a new market, make sure freedom to operate is part of your decision-making process.